What's good, everybody? My name is Philip Parker, and today I'm here with
Matt Craig.
and we are the NABJ Black Voice on Campus. The NABJ Black Voice on Campus is here to serve as like a voice for all the black and people of color on campus, like to talk about issues that not everybody is comfortable talking about, some fun things, controversial, and a little bit of social.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be an interesting show. Philip been biting at the bit to get the podcast episode at his own for a while now. He finally got the position as vice president of broadcast for our NABJ chapter here on Northwestern State campus in Natchez, Louisiana. I'm excited to see what he talks about because he can be very controversial. If people don't know Philip, and I'm not gonna be on every show, but I'm definitely gonna try to pop in when I can to see the type of things that he talk about. He has a lot of interesting topics, and last year we had to filter him a lot. So
The person who filters me is not here right now. I will be speaking my mind freely. Also, don't let Matt Craig set himself down. He's like the advisor of like 9 different organizations on campus.
yes, I am. Yes,
So,
I am.
so the reason he won't be here is mainly because he's busy majority of the time. But I will have other co-hosts on here with me. But stay tuned and
Yeah. Before we close out, I'm gonna say another thing. I want to shout out to our new e-board that we have for the new fall 2023 and spring 2024 school year. Well, we just say fall 2023 right now because some of us are going to graduate, but majority of the staff is going to be. So we have Malaya White as our new returning president for the new year.
Mm-hmm.
We have Philip Parker. He got mad at me because I spelled his name wrong in the group
How
meeting.
you call me Philly Parker? Like that's not how
I thought it was a nickname.
That's not a nickname. That's not a nickname. I looked at that. You did me down bad, but okay.
I said Philly Parker. I thought Philly was a nice, cool nickname. So we got Philip Parker as our new vice president of broadcast. We have Mariah Cador as our new vice president of print. William Robeson serves as our secretary. Tahira Forney. I hope I said that right, Tahira. It's going to be.
If you got that wrong, she's going to be on you.
Yeah, Tahira's tough. Tahira's tough. But I hope I said that right, Tahira. She's our treasurer, and we have Dominique Lewis. She's actually a new student here in the NABJ family, and she's going to serve as a parliamentarian. So we have a full staff, and we're excited to see all the things that they have planned for the new upcoming school year here on campus. We already kicking off now with Philip doing his podcast called The Black Voice. If you're new here, let's bring them back a bit, Philip. Okay. The podcast started as
NABJ Untitled.
Before that.
Before that, the Black Print.
Black Print with Nadia.
Mm-hmm.
Nadia, and then Nadia graduated, and she handed the podcast over to Josh. And Josh named it Untitled.
He didn't come up with a name. That's why it was called Untitled.
Okay, he couldn't come up with a name, so he named it Untitled. Mm-hmm. And then from Josh, it went to, now it's to you. Mm-hmm. And you're naming it
The Black Voice.
The Black Voice. People listening, let's vote on the names. Which name do y'all think is best?
The Black Voice. Automatically. like even if y'all vote, I'm letting y'all know it's gonna stay The Black Voice.
No, we're not gonna change it. I'm just interested in y'all opinion. Which name y'all thought was the better name?
Okay.
Black Print, Untitled, or The Black Voice? This is The Black Voice, not just Black Voice, right?
Yeah, The Black Voice.
Okay. And can you kind of elaborate what inspired you with that name?
All right. So I believe there's not a lot of like everybody's like censored on campus whenever it comes to like speaking on topics of like black orgs, anything black, anything like that. Like a lot of students who are like freshmen, sophomore, junior, they don't really know much that goes on within the black community on campus. So I feel like if someone needs to serve as like that little informant and to speak on some topics that to let everybody know this is what's going on, this is what this is about, and this is my truth towards it. And if you do your own research towards it, you can learn about how you feel about it as well.
Do you feel like, not to turn this to an interview, but do you feel like the Black Voice is not heard on NSU campus?
I do feel like the Black Voice is not heard on NSU campus because I feel, this is me personally. I feel like because this is a PWI, I feel like there's a lot more like events or things directed more towards like the people of like the white majority than there are the black majority. And I feel like we can do more than that. If for those of you who don't know, I grew up in Grambling, so I was raised against in a predominantly black area. But when I came here, this is like I'm exposed to this predominantly white institution. So I'm like noticing a little bit of a barrier between the two.
Okay. That's interesting to say. We're gonna see your black voice throughout the semester. And so, so everybody, this is like the introduction episode. It's not gonna be long, but Philip, can you let us know how often are you gonna be giving us these podcasts? Where can they find you? I mean, they found you by listening to this, but what other places they can find you, and how often are you gonna be giving it to us?
All right, the goal is to at least drop an episode a week every Friday. So please, every Friday, yeah. And if you want to find me, I am also the second vice president of NAACP and the secretary of BMA. So if you want to find me, it's kind of easy. Just go to like any org events that they hold, and I'll most likely be there.
Yeah, Philip said I'm a busy person. He's a very busy person himself. So he does a lot on campus. He kind of hit the to kind of bring y'all back. I met Philip at a NABJ tabling event, and he likes to joke and say we were in dire need.
Y'all were in dire need. Y'all asked me to, like, I'm over here for a whole nother like organization's event. Like I'm tabling for them, but then they didn't need my help anymore. AD walks up to me and asks me, "Do I mind doing her tabling while she's not?" Because she needed somebody to do it, and she had to go. And what did I do? I stood up. I walked up. I, did my thing, and now I'm here.
And he been with us ever since. Shout out to AD. That's my dog. I miss AD. But yes, that's how we in our past crossing we've been together ever since. NABJ and Philip been together ever since. So it was kind of you could look at it as destiny, Philip. It was like AD needed help in that moment. You were a man without a cause in that moment, and y'all came together and you've been here ever since. And now you transformed that in 1 year into a vice president's role. So you should be happy. No, out of all those you've been a part of, no one gave you an official vice president or vice president position, so you should be happy.
I am second vice president of NAACP. Second, I ain't the vice president.
But you are now the vice president of NABJ. So
that's true.
You should be. Y'all path cross. Y'all cross paths for a reason. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, man, we coming up on about 8-9 minutes. So we not gonna hold y'all long because this was just a sample episode. Philip, you have anything else you want the people to know before you head out? Any future episodes that you just got on your mind that you're going to talk about, topics?
I want y'all to stay tuned for an upcoming episode that I have. It'll be featuring Ebenezer Agri and another special guest that has not been confirmed yet, but just stay tuned for next week.
So he got another episode next week with Ebenezer Agri, former homecoming king, recently nominated Mr. NSU. Good luck to you, and good luck to all the candidates that's nominated. I can't show any bias. I love all the candidates, and I want whoever the people as the students who select to be homecoming court, Mr. NSU. Philip can show bias, but me, I am rooting for everyone.
I'm rooting for Leah Portillo for homecoming court. That's my dog. Everybody else,
Yeah.
I mean, that's about it.
If you know me, you know I love Leah, so.
But
it's kind of self-explanatory.
I just want to say, y'all know he said Ev is homecoming king and stuff, but that the real thing y'all need to know is that Ev is like the president of D9, right?
He is the president of MPAC, a Greek council here on campus. Yeah.
And I plan on having someone from both D9 and IFC both up in this room together to talk about their experience. That is my plan.
That sounds very interesting, Phil. I look forward to hearing it. This has been a good time right now in our quick 10 minutes opening episode for the school year, for the season. And I'm going to go ahead and let you close this out. Thank you for having me. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all tune in for the rest of Philip's episode, for all the great things that he has planned for us in the podcast. I look forward to coming back again. Last year, they didn't invite me on to the very last Can I? I'm going to say what They didn't invite me on the podcast until the very last episode. It was me, Philip, Josh, and China. Shout out to China. She graduated and moved on to bigger and better things. I wish you the best, China. But yes, they didn't invite me on to the very last episode. And you know what they said after the episode? They said, dang, I think this may be our best episode yet. And I said, that's what happens when you invite Showtime on. But yes, go ahead and close out, Philip.
Wow, but okay. All right, I look forward to y'all. Stay tuned for our next episode, and God bless.